All right, Ball State Cardinal fans, it is National Signing Day here on December 3rd. Ball State football welcoming a class of 15 new fresh faces. Coach, how excited are you for this group?
Really excited. It's like Christmas Day. You know, you work really hard to recruit these guys, and this is our first recruiting class where we had a full cycle to be able to go see the guys in the high schools in January when they were juniors, get to meet their families in the summer, watch them at camps, and you know, our staff worked really hard. And to get a class, it really takes everybody from our administration, our academic support people to help on the official visits, our recruiting staff, our operations staff setting up the visits. So it's an exciting day when they all sign and it's official.
Break it down, offense versus defense.
Yeah, 9 on offense and 6 on defense. We have 6 mid-year enrollees, which is great. So those guys get here for spring ball. They'll be here in about a month and start training with our guys, which is a big advantage. And 6 of them are from Indiana. And we always start our recruiting in the state of Indiana with evaluating the high school players in this state. And there's guys from multiple states, but to get 6 of them from Indiana was a big deal for us.
In your opening press conference, Coach, you talked about wanting to recruit the 5 hours within Muncie, Indiana. How did you see that on display?
Yeah, obviously the 6 kids from Indiana are important. We got kids from the Chicagoland area as well. And we always start here and work our way out because we want guys that are going to be invested in Ball State, that want to be close to home, that fit our profile academically, and obviously are really good football players.
From a profile, what were you looking for with this class?
We want guys, first of all, that academically fit, that want to come to Ball State and get a degree. And then outside of that, we want long, athletic, physical guys that like playing football. And, you know, we address needs at every single position group. We have guys coming in. So I'm excited to get those guys here and really fired up about the mid-year guys because we get to see them soon.
Heavily emphasize the trenches, O-line, D-line, 8 guys from that group. What does that say about that class?
Well, that's a position that you really have to develop, and that's one of the positions that's really hard to come in and play early. You know what I mean? And with the transfer market the way it is, those guys are really hard to get out of the portal as well. So we're always going to look for transfers at every position, and we're going to develop high school players at every position. But O linemen and D linemen have to come in and develop and get bigger and stronger and learn the system. So we'll always have 8 to 10 O linemen and D linemen in these classes because you can't win without line play.
When you look at the transfer portal today, how does that affect the high school recruiting class?
It does. It affects it because, you know, there's less opportunities for high school players, and we're no different. You know, we want to still build and develop high school football players, but we do have the opportunity to address needs through the transfer portal. So our class this year, when we get all done with it through the second signing day, will be about half and half transfers, half high school guys.
What were the qualities of the guys you were looking for here?
We wanted them to really want to be here, and we wanted them to really love football. You know, we're going to recruit, but we're not going to talk guys into coming to Ball State. There's so many great opportunities here academically, athletically, to get a chance to play in the MAC and play the schedule we play. So the encouraging thing also was all of these high school guys were committed to us when we had our official visit in July, and they've all stuck with us. Nobody's decommitted. Nobody's gone anywhere else. They were guys that we identified early in January of last year and went through the whole process of evaluation, getting to know them, and they took all their trips, and they chose Ball State, and we picked them, and we're excited that they all stuck with us.
What do you think that says about the foundation this group built year one?
I think it says that our coaches do a great job of building relationships with the kid and the parents and the high school coaches, and then when these kids made their commitment to us, they kept their word, and they're staying with us. And some of them have had other opportunities come their way and bigger opportunities come their way since they've been committed, but they're staying here.
Favorite part about this class?
Favorite part about the class is I know a ton about all of these kids because we had the whole recruiting cycle to go through it. You know, we got to meet them in January. We got to meet their families. We got to be around them at the camps. We got to have them on campus. So, you know, last year coming in, I was excited about the class, but we had to recruit really quickly, and thankfully we did a good job with our background checks as fast as we could, but we had a much bigger pool to go through this time because we had a year to do it.
For your first year as a Division I FBS head coach, what was the high school recruiting cycle like for you in this role?
It's really the same. It's just relentless. Every single day you're doing something for recruiting. Sometimes it's 4 hours a day, and in the season it might be 5 phone calls a night, but recruiting never ends. Regardless if it's spring ball, the middle of the season, you're getting ready for practice in the spring, you always have to be recruiting because we're all way better coaches and we have better players.
What are your expectations for this freshman class?
I expect them to come in and be ready to play, and that's what we tell them in recruiting. We don't promise anybody they're going to play, but their mindset needs to be they're going to come in here and play as a freshman, and if they don't, then it results in a redshirt year. That's a great year to develop, but I don't want guys coming in here planning on being a redshirt. I want them guys coming in here planning on playing.